Hey everyone, Sarah here. So I'm here to set up week 22 in my planner. So this week I'm doing a little something different. I wanted to try this for a while now, and I was totally paralyzed in the middle of this. So it's kind of funny. So don't forget to like and subscribe if you like this video and if you want to see more from me. And let's just kind of get into it. So I just went through my daily pages in my Hobonichi cousin to set up, to just pull some of my next actions in that I captured throughout the day. And y'all know, I'm going through my weekly trigger list here, this empty my brain card. And I'm just going through and writing down some things, going through the memory joggers and just put them in there. And I love that thing. And the lighting is really bad on this, so I do apologize for that. So that's my work bullet journal. Now this is where it gets different. I am going to try to do a weekly plan with me in my Hobonichi weeks. I really like this Hobonichi weeks. I like the size. I like the feel. And I use it for my PlantheGrind schedule. And I started to do it. And I thought oh yeah, it's not going to be a big deal. I can just use the right-hand side for my next actions and my to-dos and all that stuff. And this is great, yada, yada, yada. And then it actually got to a point where I had to do my planning routine. And it was really funny because this is interesting. I have a pretty consistent planning routine. You guys see it every week. And the fact that I don't have to think about my planning routine helps me understand what is needed. This is me being paralyzed, by the way. And this is in speed up mode. And I am just staring what do I do? So I just decided, just do it. It's only 1 week, see what you can do. And so I'm just digging in here. I forgot what I was saying, but my next action, so my daily pages, I never say this, but they do fit into the weekly, the Hobonichi weeks. You probably can get several weeks out of one page here, but so I'm putting my next action and my to-do at the top there. And I was really struggling because I didn't have the sidebar. And the sidebar is where I put my focuses for the different areas of my life. And I couldn't, I'm what do I do? Where do I put this? Oh my gosh, what am I going to do? I'm so mad at this light. And so I put one of the blank labels down at the bottom, and I'm just going to make a grid, a quadrants, so I have 4 areas of my life, and I'm going to put the goals in it. And I was all screwed up, so I had to actually look at my other planner so I could remember my process. So anyhow, I was I'll put my top 3, and I'll break that weekly side, the left-hand side, down into 3 sections, and I could put my top 3 for each day. And then I'm in the middle, I'll put, look at me jumping over to the left here. So this is where I do the whole quadrant thing for my different goals. So I'm basically treating this like my sidebar where I put my focuses for the different areas of my life. So my CR project, my PlantheGrind, family, and work. For my CI project, June month we're focusing on reset. So patrons, go check out the new videos for this month, the exercise and all that stuff. If you haven't, these all go up on the same day. So a lot of Sarah time, I'm sure. So we're focusing on reset. So I didn't put my actual goals in there. But I do have some goals. And then PlantheGrind, family, and work are down in the right-hand lower quadrant. Then in the middle section of the weeks, I'm I wasn't going to put down all my meetings. I have a ton of meetings. So this in that essence, the weeks doesn't really fit for me or work for me. So I put the meetings that I had to focus on, that I had to prepare for, that I had to have an agenda for. So I just put those in there. But I'm really kind of stressing that I don't know like what the cadence of my week is. I feel like I have a mental block. So I'm a bit struggling here. So my Plan the Grind, my videos, I'm working on some products, family, we're focusing on dinner, work, I have my Kaizen event, and what's the other one I'm doing something for somebody for work, and I'm going to leave it there in case they ever stumble across this video. So anyway, so that is it. And I'm so stressed doing this. I'm really struggling. So I'm like, the third column I'll use for like my posting schedule. But I'm like, okay, well, I really still, what do I put? How do I capture things? I was so stressed out. So this was funny. And I really like that planner, but it doesn't work for me in this scenario. So, but it satisfied a curiosity of mine. So, but I do really like the planner for my content planner. And I just like the feel of it. And I do like the weeks. It just wasn't working for me. So after my last panic attack and freaking out, I was like, I need like more space for each day. And I wasn't going to create a daily page in my work bullet journal, like a page for each day, because then I would just kind of give in. So I'm like, well, let me do a 2-page weekly spread in my work bullet journal, just to have a place to put something, like put things away, if you will. So I'm just using my daily header stickers, and I'm keeping this like super simple. And I actually am using the numbers. I never really use the numbers, but I'm like, let me put it in here. And in hindsight, I kind of wish I staggered like Monday on the left, Tuesday on the right, Wednesday on the left. But I didn't. Oh, well. And so I'm just putting those in creating a section for each day of the week, basically. Just a 2-page spread. And this is very basic and plain. It's basically just going to be like a grid at this point. So I put them all in there, and then I just put a line to break up each of the days. And Saturday and Sunday, I made just like one block, because although that's when I use my daily pages the most, actually. So I'm not sure that's going to work out for me, but oh well. I'm just thinking about it now. So I'm just putting a line in a block and with my Tombow marker, and I was trying to match them, but I didn't really do a very good job matching them, but it looks fine. And what I was thinking is I'll put my agenda and my inbox in each of these daily pages. I don't know why, but I feel like the agenda and the inbox has to be time specific, because if somebody's like, I told you to do that, and it's like, yeah, well, you told me on June 1st, so I don't know why, but to me, it just feels like it has to be in that daily page. So that's why I put them in there. So agenda, which I actually have Monday off, so I shouldn't even have used the stickers there, but, so I'm just putting agenda and inbox there. And I'm kind of keeping it like that. And then I was thinking, in hindsight, I should have put like my email tracker on underneath the actual sticker. I was thinking of that afterwards, but I ended up putting it in my weeks, my hobonichi weeks. So anyway, agenda and inbox, I'm telling you right now, I'm glad I tried this, but I really think that this is not going to work well for me. So I don't know if it's like can't teach an old dog new tricks, but I did notice that I was so struggling with figuring out how to make a plan, like do a layout, that I had a hard time figuring out what I needed to actually focus on for the week and how to do it. So that's actually really interesting. So don't abandon your planning routine too quickly, because maybe you just need time to get into the groove, if it contains all the things you need, of course. So maybe you just need to take some time to get into the groove before you keep changing it up. But I really was like, I could tell that this isn't going to work for me, but I want to try it. I'm trying it. It's fun to play around, right? So I am. So here, you know what I'm doing here? I'm putting in, and I'm just highlighting the free blocks of time. So the unscheduled blocks of time. So I have Monday off, and then Tuesday before and after work, all the way through Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday, I have the weekend. So just like to do this. So I feel like, hey, you have X amount of hours to work towards something for you this week. So I want to say that I think it's 72 hours that I had come up with for this week. 72 or 71 or something. You'll see in a minute, I guess. So I have that many hours to work towards Plan the Grind, my Patreon page, YouTube, Etsy shop, spending time with family, journaling, meditating, exercising, cooking, spending time with friends. So I just like to have that so I know, like, hey, you do have time actually. So I put that on the middle section and I put -71 because I like to accrue it, I guess. So on Monday, did I use 2 hours? And then on Tuesday, I used another 2, so it would be 4 out of 71. And then on my emails, I'm putting those in the third column there, and it is to track getting to that inbox 0. So you guys know I'm trying to master the inbox processing. So, yeah, and then I'm just putting some blocks in there just to kind of highlight, write something here, just to kind of have a space to put something away. Because I feel like if there's a space to put something away, it helps you stay structured and organized. So I just really like that. So here's the flip through. So I hope you like this plan with me. It's a little bit out of the ordinary, but it's always fun to just try something new because it either shows you something better or reiterates that maybe what you're doing is working. So thanks for watching, everyone. And again, don't forget to like and subscribe if you like this video. So thank you all. Take care. Bye.